This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we already discussed it just now. Provider AWS. AWS is for this one. So in the AWS, we are writing first line access key. So we are writing this code under main.tf access key. So this access key is equal to we wrote AWS var.aws underscore access key. So where means so you are taking the value of the variable. So the AWS underscore access key you can find under variables.tf that is defined it, and the value you can see under the test.tfvars. So you can write access key, secret key, and region. Then VPC creation. So if I'm coming to the VPC creation, you are already exposed with the VPC creation. So VPC. So how to create VPC? You are clicking on create VPC. Then what is the, you are giving VPC name CIDR black. So what you are giving VPC name CIDR black. So same thing is coming. CIDR black VPC name. Where dot VPC? VPC underscore name. What we given VPC name? We given the VPC underscore name as TF hyphen Ramesh. We given anything you can give. Not Ramesh Lokesh. Then what? Anything. So that is that name. And CIDR black I given 10.1.0016. So you are giving the name and CIDR black we given it. So this is already explained in the VPC class. Name and CIDR black. Then once you created the VPC, we done one step. Anyone remember? VPC create చేసిన ఒక స్టెప్ చేసాం. Subnet ఉన్న ముందు. Yes, you have clicked on selected your VPC and you clicked on edit and you enable the DNS source name. Same thing is here. Enable DNS underscore host name is equal to అక్కడ చేసిన స్టెప్స్ ఇక్కడ చేసామా ఏమైనా మిస్ అయిందా ఎక్స్ట్రా ఏమైనా చేసామా సో దేర్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇన్ ద graph GUI in the console you are doing it, here you are doing in the format of command code. So you are writing the CIDR name and you are writing the VPC name, and once you created the VPC you are writing DNS name is equal to true. And so for example I am making it test and dot for example for example 10 dot for example okay 15.0.0 slash 16. So we are creating it. Once we created what we are doing, so we are going to the enable DNS host names, we are doing it. Actions, edit, edit VPC settings, enable DNS host name, we are doing it. Same thing we are doing there. Understood? But మీ స్టెప్స్ గుర్తుండాలి మర్చిపోతే కాదు ఓకేనా సో నౌ ద సేమ్ థింగ్ సో ఎనీవన్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ దిస్ బ్లాక్ సో దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ వన్ బ్లాక్ VPC క్రియేట్ చేయడానికి సెవెంత్ లైన్ టు 13th line whatever you wrote that is called one black BLOCK. Clear? Can I go for the next? Internet gateway. Obviously subnet says internet gateway anything order is okay. So internet gateway we are doing. So in internet gateway what you are doing? Yes, you are giving the VPC ID and you are giving one name. That's it. So here we are giving it VPC underscore ID is equal to VPC ID. How to give this ID? Because this is not created yet. If there already is created, you are selecting that and you are selecting the VPC ID. But here it is not created yet. You are writing the code. So how will you came to know link? Here this is the step you are this black you are creating it. That black you are copying it here. AWS underscore VPC dot default dot ID. So means it will take in the AWS underscore VPC black whatever you created, take that the in the default, take that ID to me. Means like here you are saying VPC underscore ID instead of take from the variables, take from the first black. You are saying in the AWS underscore VPC whatever is created dot default, take that ID to here. Means link this second black with the first black. You are saying it. Understood? Then you are giving the name. For name, you are taking from variables. In the variables, what you are taking? IGW name. IGW name means here you have defined IGW name somewhere. Yes, you can see IGW name, internet gateway name, TF AWS IGW. You can give any name. For example, here I will give here TF lowercase lowercase ఇచ్చంగాది Kalyani IGW. The name can be anything. That should have confusions. So in the net gateway we done it. So okay, anyway, before moving to the further, still now the two blacks we have completed VPC and internet gateway. Anyone any question you can ask me. Even online people also. Just giving me 30 seconds time, you can ask me any question. Then you can. Okay. Anyone? Okay, make it with అంటే నేను వాళ్ళ చేత కనపడదు మినిమైజ్ చేస్తే అది ఓపెన్ చేసి పెట్టుకున్నాను. సో ఆన్లైన్ పీపుల్ ఎనీవన్ ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్? ఐమా, లోకేష్ రెడ్డి, రిచా, సంపత్, శివ. No questions. Okay, super. So let's will we proceed next. Next step is I'm creating the resource AWS underscore subnet one public. So here also subnet how to create normally VPC ID. So VPC ID what I'm saying here also AWS underscore VPC dot default dot ID. That means you are saying to the system take, I don't know, take from first step. Okay. Okay. VPC underscore AWS underscore VPC default dot ID. Then next one is CIDR black. So here we add dot public dot subnet one CIDR. So public subnet one CIDR you are giving it. Means 10.1.1.0, 10.1.2.0 for subnet 2, subnet 3, subnet 4 like that you are giving it. Okay. So you are writing it CIDR black and availability zone is equal to, you are making it first availability zone is like here is the availability zones. Availability zone 1 means US is 2A, 2B, 2C. So you are doing under 2A, 2B, 2C. Super. Okay, then tag name. Tag name is nothing but display name. So first one you are giving the naming of the black, VPC ID, CIDR name, and availability zone. Obviously, whenever you are getting subnet, what we done? So 1.1 series in the A to A and 1.2 application subnet, database subnet we done. We hope you remembered. So application subnet we kept under A and 1 series of IPs. Database subnet we kept under B and we kept 2 series of IPs. Remembered? Are gone. Okay, so the same thing we are doing it here, and the same way I'm doing the same steps I'm doing for the subnet 2 also, same steps we are doing for subnet 3 also. Okay, yeah. Then last step I'm coming to the routing table. Resource AWS underscore routing table Terraform public, and VPC underscore ID is equal to AWS underscore VPC dot default dot ID. So take that VPC from there, and root is equal to. If you guys remember, in the routing table we are doing one thing. Once we create the routing table, after creating we are clicking on that. The bottom root is one tab will come. There we are coming and we are clicking on add root 0.0.0 through internet gateway or NAT gateway we are finding it. రిమెంబర్ ఆ స్క్రీన్లో కళ్ళమని ఉంటే ఇది ఈజీగా అర్థమైపోద్ది. ఇఫ్ యూ ఫర్గాట్ ద విపిసి దెన్ ఇట్స్ హార్డ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్ క్లాస్. ఓకే, By default, I'm coming with the assumption of you are already experts with the old classes. So CIDR black is equal to 0.0.0 in the roots tab. So tab means you have to write internally. See, this is the main tab, main black. Inside the root CIDR this one, and you are linking with the zero internet gateway. Remember, do you want me to show? For example, you are going to the root table. Once you create the root table, normally what we are doing, we are selecting and we are clicking on root tab and we are clicking on here edit roots. Then what you are doing? Add root. The add root what we are doing 0.0.0 and you are selecting your internet gateway here. Remember the steps. So 0.0.0 and your internet gateway you are selecting. Same things we are defining it here. 0.0.0 and the internet gateway you are defining here. Remaining all is like security groups. In the security groups we given anyway allow all. Now we created one security group and we given allow all. So why I created the security group here, you will come to know later. But just now I created a security group. And here nothing to explain the variables.tf. In the variables.tf, whatever is depend there, everything we depend. Public subnet, region, all the things is depend. In the tf where we pass the values. Right. Now we will go for execution. So before going to the execution, you want to change any of the values, let me know. I changed the VPC name as Lokesh. I changed the internet gateway name as Kalyani. So anything you want to change, tell me. So subnet 1 and subnet 2, I kept the long lengthy name. Subnet 3, I put simple name, VSA Tech. Like that. And the zones. Anything. Anyway, you can change the values as per that. Okay. So shall we go for execution? Shall we do or yes, we can do. Okay, sure, no problem. Cancel. So first command is obviously error will come. I know. So I want to show you error also to you. Okay. So that's the reason Terraform init. First command is always Terraform init. Terraform initialized an empty directory. So Terraform init is a command. It will do always all the technology. The first command is init only. In the Git also, what is the first command? Git init. Init is nothing but initialization. Then next one is Terraform plan. So now it will come the error. Hmm. See, what is the error? Terraform plan requires the configuration file. You are not given the configuration file. Okay, sorry. But so you do one thing. You go to your folder. Sorry, I forgot to mention. First you go to your folder, then do init. Don't do in the parent folder. Sorry. CD. Go to your location. Because in your location only your files are there, right? So now here you can do Terraform. Sorry, I missed the step. You go to your location and do that. Terraform init. Now it will initialize it. If you are going to your code and if you are done initialize, it will so you can see that message initializing the backend, initializing the plugins. So it will download automatically from the installing HC Corporation or AWS plugin. Yes. What is the message? Terraform has been successfully initialized. Clear or any question? So now we're done. So what is the second command? Terraform plan. Now it will come the error. What is the error? It is asking you to enter the internet gateway name. IGW name. IGW means internet gateway name. Why it is asking to me? Because we are already wrote all the names what you have to take in one file. What is that file name? tfvars. Test.tfvars. So now control C, stop it. Then you have to tell to the system, don't ask me anything. Terraform plan. Don't ask me anything. Hyphen var file is equal to test.tfvars. So whatever you want, take from that file. And don't ask me. So Terraform plan is equal to Terraform plan hyphen var file is equal to test.tfvars. Again error. So earlier what is the error? It is asking to us the IGW name and all. So what we don't want to give the values, we want to take from the file. So we tell to the system, take the things from this file. Hyphen var file is equal to test.tfvars. Take all the variables from that file. But now the error, what is that? Can you identify? Anyone can guess what is the error? See this word clearly. What is that? Credentials. So your AWS account is not authenticated. So whenever you guys are also practicing, whenever I'm sending the file, you cannot copy paste my files. If you copy paste my files, whatever you practice, that will create in my account. You have to do in your AWS account. So where you have to give your AWS account means, so you have to give normally. If you want to log in into your AWS account, what you are doing? You are giving your username and password. But here there is no username passwords. In browser means there is a concept of username and password. Whenever you want to do in the browser, whenever you want to do in the browser, there is no username password. You have to use access key and secret key. Access key and secret key. Clear or confusion? Okay. So this access key and secret key, how can I get? Anyone? Anyone knows? How can we get this access key secret key? Less I'm going to the always users if you want permission means where you have to go. IAM. Again IAM will come. IAM. So now we'll create one user. Like we'll create it. Anyway, IAM you guys are already experts. I know. Like you guys have. For example, I'm creating one user. I got a lot of users are there. I'm cleaning all the unwanted things. So now I'm creating one user, add user. For example, my username is Richa. For example, my username is Richa. Click on next. Add user to the group. So if you have any one group, you can create one group administrator group. Like we can add it. So how to create the administrative group, users groups? I already explained to you. Create one user, create one group, create one group whichever have the administrator and give administrator permission, and create one user. For example, I'm creating one user called Richa and I'm adding to the administrator group. Click on next. So now Richa I have the administrator permission. Click on create user. Oh my god. No. This is not a process. I done the something wrong. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. Something is went wrong. Uh, because they updated the screens recently. Earlier, the user creation screen is coming. Okay. Earlier, what happened in the old screen? If you guys are getting the old screen, once you click on create user, there itself you are getting two options: programmatic user, console user. Like programmatic user. So normally we are clicking console user. Console user means you are accessing in the browser, and we have to click now not in the browser. We are going to do from the program, Terraform program. So you have to click on programmatic access. In the old screen, there is one checkbox is coming. You have to click on programmatic access. But now what they are saying for programmatic in the new screen they change it. You can generate a keys after you create the user. So they are saying like programmatic user. Recently they have updated the screen. Hope you guys know whenever your users are creating in the different ways there. With it all reading will take more time. Rather we'll click something there only we'll get it quickly. So you can click on users. Now reach out. So we have to get the access key. Check somewhere it will be here only. Permission to group, add user to the group. Thanks. Somewhere here we can identify enable console access. It's there. Assigning MAPI. Enable console access. Okay, enable console. Not console. Enable console custom password. This all is coming. Normally it's coming there only in the old screen. Custom password. User must create a password at next login. No, it's all coming there only. But now they changed the process. Yes, here it's there. Yeah. In the security credentials, once you create the user in the new model, they changed it. You click on the user. Once you click on user, security credentials. If you want to access the console access, you can click on enable console access. In the old model, it's very easy. There only console access, programmatic access is there. So if you want to click on console access, here is the option. But our work is not console access, access keys. Create access key. A lot of options. Local code, command line, application running on AWS compute services. Application running outside AWS. It's a kind of trial and experiment. Description tag value 1, 2, 3. Daily, day to day, they are changing lot of things. Access key, copy it, and where I have to put. Keep it carefully in between the double quotes. Your access key and my secret key. Now we have done it. Now let's will try. I don't Terraform plan apply. It's working on now. That's it. Yes, super. So plan will give what is the plan? Plan means planning. You can see plan. 8 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Means in your code in the main you have 8 blacks you have to add. If you guys are observing here, there is a 8 things are there to add. It will count automatically. You no need to worry. So this I said to you, this is one black. This is one black. Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. It's there. So 8 resources are there to add. So it will give the count to you. For example, something modification, it will give 1 to change, 2 to change, 3 to change, like that. Understood this line meaning at the ending result, planning meaning. So planning will tell you what you are trying to do overall. 8 to add, 0 to change, 0 to delete. So clear. Now we'll go for instead of plan. Plan means planning. Apply. Same command, apply hyphen hyphen variable. But in middle, hyphen hyphen, at the ending you have to write hyphen hyphen auto approve. So what is auto approve means whenever you are doing M update or M install, in middle it is giving pop-ups to you and it is disturbing to you. So that's the reason what we are giving hyphen Y. Y means automatically it will check yes and it will proceed it. In the same way here also automatically you have to approve means you can write hyphen hyphen auto approve. I'm sleeping, don't disturb me. Wherever you want, you can take automatically approve. It's auto approve. Understood? Automatically it will take the approvals. Now let's will see. Yes, plan 8 to add, 0 to change, 0 to delete, and this is destroy, and it is doing it now. 10 seconds completed, 16 seconds completed. Now it's completed. within 30 seconds it's done entire VPC. We are done in 1 hour. మనం 1 hour లో చేసి ఎర్రర్ తెచ్చుకున్నవి ఇక్కడ అయిపోయింది within the 30 seconds. Really it is done right or wrong? Let's we are getting same question, right? Let's will check. So we'll go to the VPC. For example, no, I mentioned what is the thing? VPC. Let's will check really it's created or not. I mentioned it region as US is 2 means Ohio. VPCs. TF locus is created. Okay, so super. Subnets. See ours is created. First two I given the big names. Third one is VSS Tech is created. Super. Routing table. Yes, it's created. Terraform our then internet gateway she is very excited on Kalyani. Yes, it is Kalyani is created. Okay, super. No party, tea party. So Kalyani internet gateway is created. So now understood. So instead of we are doing the things, everything is done by using the program. So now you don't need to worry. So because what why we are using the Terraform instead of the console engine? In console, every time you have to put lot of effort. But here one time you are putting the effort and you are writing the code. Next time onwards it's very simple. Terraform apply your file name, automatically it will create all the things. Here 8 resources are there. You write 10 also, 100 also, it will do it in 1 minute. Okay. And maintenance also very easy. So for example, IMA don't like to keep location. IMA wants to keep assume like IMA name instead of the location name. So let's will go to the file. Example only. Okay, don't take it wrong. So IMA wants to keep IMA name, not location name. Terraform IMA. Control S. Now IMA is trying to create the thing. So IMA will create one more rich Terraform VPC or same VPC? No, let's see. Okay, see Terraform plan. Terraform plan. You can see. So what it is doing? So low case one will be renamed as IMA. So zero to add, one to change, zero to destroy. Understood the thing? So obviously like earlier we created the VPC with the name of lowercase, but IMA wants to keep our name, not lowercase name. So whenever you made in the program, you no need to come here and you no need to click on pencil symbol here, edit symbol. You can manage everything from the Terraform code itself. So if you are doing Terraform plan, Terraform applies. See, it is zero added, one change, green color. Let's will see. It is really ఇంకొక కనీసం ఒక 5 నిమిషాలు చెప్పేసినాక అంతే పాయింట్ అప్ చేసుకుందాము ఓకేనా ఎందుకంటే నేను అందుకే వీక్ డేస్ లో కుదరదని చెప్పింది చూసారా ఇప్పుడు మనం చెప్తా ఉంటే ఇది బ్రేక్ చేయలేము వీ కెనాట్ బ్రేక్ దిస్ వన్ ఇన్ టు ద పీచెస్ వీకెండ్ అయితే ఓకే సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నౌ everything is fine but in the VPC how to rename it I explained already, how to add the resource I explained, and how to rename I explained it. Now in the subnets how many are there? Three subnets are there. I don't want this one is a thick dot subnet. I want only two subnets is enough. So then you can select here and you can click on delete here, but that is not a way. I want to manage everything from Terraform. So update reform files, then I can come to here, I can come to the main.tf. delete. Control S. If I'm doing Terraform plan, what will come? Anyone can guess. Whoever guessing, so Aja chocolate is free. Hmm. Huh? How many have to add? Zero. How many have to change? Zero. How many have to delete? One. Super. Zero to add, zero to change. That's right. కామెంట్ చేస్తే కామెంట్ చేసినా సరిపోతుంది. జస్ట్ ఆ లెక్కే వస్తుంది. అదే ఆ కోడ్ కనబడకపోతే అది రిలీజ్ చేసినారు. నౌ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ హౌ టు యాడ్ ద రిసోర్స్ ఆల్సో. ఇఫ్ యూ యాడ్ వన్ మోర్ సబ్నెట్ బ్లాక్ దేర్, ఇట్ విల్ కమ్ లైక్ ఏ వన్ టు యాడ్. Once it's completed, to come here, if you refresh the page, this VHS tech won't be there. Third subnets. Okay, one destroyed. Let's will come here. Change. Refresh. Done. Super. So any question, anyone? So how to add the resource, how to remove the resource, how to delete the resource? Clear or not clear or confusions? Clear. So anyone, any questions? Just 1 minute time. Anyone, any questions? Okay, sure. So let's will move to the thing. So let me open. Uh, like if you are giving me half an hour or 45 minutes, half an hour is enough. So the Terraform we can able to complete it, and we will get the expertise with the Terraform, and you can able to write by yourself. That destination required half an hour journey more. Okay, so now you want 5 minutes break, 5 10 minutes, then shall we go for that, or else shall we do tomorrow, or else shall we do again? Let's our flow లోనే ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు బ్రేక్ తీసుకుందాం, పోతే ఎండ్ సార్ చేసేస్తాం. ఎనీవే రికార్డింగ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్, ఐ విల్ షేర్ టు యూ. సో అప్ టు యూ చాయిస్. Okay. So what is your opinion? 10 minutes. Obviously, now you cannot understand. I now your engine is over. I know. So that the reason anyway, I will give you 5 10 minutes break. So if you are okay, I will take now one. For me, anything is okay. No sir, tomorrow, or no sir, Monday. Anything is fine. Today, three options you have: Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tell me quickly opinion. Okay, ఈరోజే రెండు ఈరోజే ఇంకా అందరు చెప్పినాక ఇంకా నా ఒపీనియన్ ఎందుకు? నా ఓతికి వాల్యూ లేస్తారంట సుమా. అందరు ఈరోజు అన్నాక నా ఓతికి వాల్యూ లేస్తారంట. Sure. Okay, so then what you can do, take a ah. Advance counter. Okay, now 5:48. So we'll start sharply by 5:58 so that we can complete it by 6:20 or 25. We can complete it. Okay, so by 58 we will start sharply. Okay, so please, let's be back.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we discussed in the part one. We discussed about the where is it? Satish skill. Sir, na water. Suma ಇದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. Okay, so last class we did, not last class, like before the break we discussed about the how to add the resources, and how to do these kind of things we discussed it. Anyone any questions on that? Anyone any questions? So no questions. Now we are going to do like in the earlier we had done the VPC. Now instead of the VPC, we are like VPC steps, VPC, internet gateway, subnet, routing tables. These are the things we have done it. So now I will go you your favorite AWS service. That is అలాంటి ఏం లేదు సార్ అందరు ఫేవరెట్ దిస్ ఉంది ఫేవరెట్ ఇది ఉంది కానీ ఫేవరెట్ సర్వీస్ లేదు సార్ అందరు ఎస్ సూపర్ obviously I know most of the favorite service is EC2, so I'm going to explain the EC2 service. So EC2. So here we are going to discuss about the EC2 related. So as of now, you can see my instances are zero running. I'm going to create a service server here. So we are going to do it. And obviously, like now you guys will little bit worried. Waka VPC చెప్పడానికే 2 hours వచ్చింది. So obviously, like after the break, SAR said half an hour. How we will complete in half an hour? So we'll take the more time. So obviously, like whatever we discussed the before the break, that is a standard procedure. Standard procedure means like we have done the main.tf code and variables.tf variables declaration, test.tf where we done it for assigning the values and that. Now we are going easiest way is a bypass, but it is also will work, but it is not recommended in the organization because we are hard coding the values. So that is the model we are going to do it. So for that I'm going to use. So I will give you one more file also for you guys. Take that file. So what is the file? So for example, I'm taking my file ec2.vm.tf. So I'm taking ec2vm.tf. This is also will come to you in the mail. Take that file and copy paste it. Jan 2023. Okay, 1 minute. Just a second. Okay, so now I copy pasted I am going to copy paste the EC2 file. I will share to you that you can do the copy paste. So you here earlier how many files you copied? 3 files. Now if you are checking lot of files are there. So what is those files in this and those files will be automatically will be generated whenever you are working on those files, those contents. So whenever you are working on that one, so it is coming the TF state files and all those will become generating automatically. So TF state file is nothing but a Terraform state file. So Terraform state file is nothing but is a kind of backup file. Means like for example, if, in the before the break, so we have created one resource, one VPC with the name of locase. Once we created the resource with the name of locase, then once I given the name I change it to IMA, IMA is not created the new one. So system identified, well, we created already, IMA is not a new creation, it is just a renaming they are asking. How system is identified in the sense, system have the TF state file. TF state file is nothing but a kind of metadata. Metadata means here it will identify which is completed, which is not completed. From there, it will identify and it will do that. Then whenever you coming to that is change. If I'm coming to the destroy also, we deleted one portion of the black from the code. Then whenever we execute, our system is identified. We deleted one black and we want to delete it. Because system knows what we done earlier. And whenever you are doing any step in the Terraform, it will compare the current step with the old step. In the current step, there is a two subnets. In the old step, there is a three subnets. In the old three subnets we done, but in the current we done two subnets. So that means system is identifying, oh, he is asking to delete one. It is always comparing your current one with the already existed one. So when you delete one black subnet black, it is comparing. Okay, now two subnets is there. He is asking me to execute. Earlier I have already done three. That means he is asking me to delete one. So like that, the system is comparing. So if it how to compare means it's how to require store the old data also. That old data is storing under tf state file. Understood? For example, you want to compare yesterday class and today class, then you have to remember yesterday's class. Then only you can compare it. In the same way, here also, if you have to compare the old output, whatever we already done it, and the current one. So the way it will maintain the old already done thing. So that is called TF state. Even people will ask in interviews, what is the TF state? It is one of the interview point. So obviously, TF state will contains all the metadata. It will be maintained under the TF state file, right? So any question? Are you clear? What we discussed about the TF state file. So TF state file contains metadata, means what we have already done it and what we are trying to do. So then whenever we are writing in the code the changes, that is comparing with the old file. Clear? Anyone? Any question? Lokesh, Aima, everyone clear? Lokesh, clear?
Clear.
Pinged in the chat window. Okay, no questions. Okay, so super. Sure. Okay, now we will do how to create the EC2. Now the requirement is our requirement EC2. So we already done the VPC. VPC we done in one model, that is lengthy model. Now I'm going to show how to create the EC2 server. So that is another model I'm going to explain. Sorry, very simple. You can see. So it's very simple. So first line is resource, only one line. AWS underscore instance. Is it visible or you want me to zoom? Huh? Okay, right. So AWS underscore instance, web underscore. Okay, na zoom na. Zoom, okay. Zoom, okay. Because whenever for your zooming purpose, I'm writing in the notepad, but these kind of things don't use in the notepad. Better use in the notepad plus plus because the alignments will come automatically. It's good. So okay. So resource. So in the resource, what we are doing, AWS underscore instance. That is the resource name. Web one. Then count is equal to, what do you mean by count in the sense? How many servers you want it. Normally, whenever you are creating the AWS EC2 server, it will ask the name and number of instances. If you guys remember, whenever we are trying to click on launch instance, so how you are doing the launch instance, you are giving the name here. And in the right side, what you are doing? Number of instances. This number of instances is a field whenever we are doing in the console, but whenever we are doing in the backend, there is no number of instances. Instead of that, count. Count means how many servers you want it. The next one is AMI. Which AMI you have to use it. So for example, here we are going to use Windows. So for example, Amazon Linux. Once you select the Amazon Linux, you can see Amazon Linux AMI here. Or if it is Windows, you can select the Windows AMI. So normally you are selecting Amazon Linux, Windows, like that you are selecting, but right side you can see that AMI will display corresponding AMI. This AMI, whichever you want it, yes, you can use this AMI. From the AMI, you can create the servers. Are you clear the first point? Count means number of servers, AMI means which server you want it. The next one is availability zone. where you want to available to go. USE Studio. But if you are observing my old model and the current model, in the old model, what we have done it, we didn't run the values here. We done only the variables, we defined it, and we are passing the variable to the value. But here we are passing the values. Because that is a one model, this is another model. This is easiest model, but it is not used to recommended to use in the organizations. Because here reusability will become odd. But that code, whatever we discussed before the break, so that is a reusable code. There the main.tf code will remain the same whenever you are doing multiple programs also. Because main.tf is just code that will remain the same. So whatever you want to change, you are changing under Terraform variables file. So variable is equal to value, you are changing in one file, but remaining code will remain the same in the old program. But in this program is not like that. You are writing variable is equal to value here only. Then instant type is equal to I wrote t2.micro. Then keep your name, whatever you want, you can write it. So whenever you are writing it, don't use .pem. Automatically it will come. Subnet ID, we already done it. Then associate public IP address. Associate public IP address means, so you want to enable the public IP or not. Normally, whenever you are creating the server, also you are getting this associate public IP address. By default, that is enabled. So if you want to write it, you can make it. The public IP address enable is equal to server. Then tags name is equal to server. For example, you can write anything. For example, I'm writing row-case ready. So this is the name of the server. With the name of location ready, it will create two servers, and it is the AMI and this is the availability zone. This is the subnets. Now I completed quickly because last example we discussed almost more than 1 hour. Because that is the first program for you. So we required lot of time to understand and digest. Now I hope you can understand very easily this one. So if not, feel free to ping me. Right? Anyone? Any question? Usha, Lokesh Reddy, Loki, Richa. Any questions?
No, sir.
Right, Purnima, now you understanding, maybe if you have idea you can understand it, otherwise it will be hard because we already in the middle of the, like this one in the already is going on. You can see how you can check, just check the quality. Okay.
Yeah, Shiva. Thank you.
Okay, can I, can, shall we go for execution? Super. Okay. Okay, so how to do that before execution? What is the command? Terraform plan. So plan will give the planning, means what you are trying to do, it will give the plan. Terraform plan hyphen var file or variables file. It will count that, not worry. So it is doing plan to add, 0 to 0 to change, 0 to outside. Terraform apply hyphen var file test.tfvars hyphen to upload. Now let's will do, once you have executed that, if you go to here, you can able to view. So once it is completed, you can see here the servers. Error. Okay, so let's will fix the error. What is the error? Invalid key pair. So it is taking key pair priya vayo only. Okay, what is the main problem for you for making it zoom? I done in the notepad and I edited in the notepad in the another place, but actually the file is in the notepad plus plus. I have to edit here. I edited there, that is the thing. And here the priya only is taken. You have to take one of the valid key pair. Okay, I will check what all the key pairs are here available with me. No key pairs. Okay, let's anyway I will create one dummy key pair. Create a key pair. For example, 1 2 3. Compile. Create key pair. Then in my code, what I have to do? 1 2 3. Anyway, for you, no issues because already you have the key pairs. You can give a key pair name. Okay. Control S. Again execute. Terraform apply. So in the plan, it is coming two to add. Actually, where is the two? You may ask. Only one resource we wrote each two. Because that resource itself two times you have to create it. Count is equal to be given two. Researcher two added. Shall we check? Really added or not? Instances. Oh, server Rudra only is created, not Lokesh Reddy, because our changes we done in the Notepad plus server Rudra only. So with the name of server Rudra, it's created it. Right. So now two resources is got created it. For example, I don't want to use two resources. I want only one. Count is equal to one. Save it. Control S. Now if I do plan, what will come? Ah, changes one. Add how many will come? Add is zero or one. Add is zero. Changes one. Delete. You can see zero to add, zero to change. That's right. It is not a change. It is a destroy. Obviously, two servers are there. Now you want one server. That means one is destroying. Change means you are renaming that one that is coming at this one. Terraform apply. Now what happens instead of two servers, it will become one server. Yeah, I'm making it here. So resources, zero added, zero changed, one destroyed. Really, it's destroyed. Check it. Terminated. Run. Any question? Clear. So now you guys understood how to create the resource, how to change the resources, how to delete the resources. For example, if I do count is equal to 4, what will happen? Add 3. Add 3 will come. 0 change, 0 delete. So in and we discussed about the two models of the Terraform code. One is like code is separate, variables.tf is separate, and assigning the variable values is different. Main.tf, tfvars, and variables. This is the standard process because it's a little bit lengthy, but in the organization to manage the multiple environments, multiple things, we are using this one. And another one is this is Chatkat model. It will give ad hoc results, but it is not much stable like standard one than others, than other position. Right. So any other questions? You guys clear? Then next, I will show you the one more thing. So now, for example, we already done it. VPC we have done it, and we done the EC2 we have done it, and we practice multiple resources. Now let's say I'm going for the one thing. For example, you want to write one thing, one resource, but you don't know how to write it. Code. Sir, for example, I'm getting something code or something issues. Process you know now. You understood we discussed multiple processes and both the processes you know it. But code how to do it. Now you under now I given the code and I given the explanations. You understood the you know understanding the code you know. But how to write by your own. Like obviously whenever it's coming to this one. So whatever you want to write it, most of the things is available here in the terraform.io is a official website where it will be you can able to find it. For example, Terraform code. For example, for RDS, for NAT gateway, you can see whatever I searches. Anything you can search it. Terraform code, for example, for S3. You can find it. Registry data. Here other websites are there. Leave it about that. Go for first always first preference you can give for official websites. So what is the resource name? AWS underscore S3 underscore bucket. See. So AWS underscore S3 underscore bucket. Then you can give your bucket name and name is equal to my bucket. Environment is equal to dev. So if you want to give something ACLs private or something, you can give it. Okay. Just copy paste the code. Let's I'm doing it. Okay, first of all, I will copy one of the file, Control C, Control V, and I will rename it as S3. Rename. You can keep the names anything, that's not a problem. But as I explained earlier, it is pointing by default to the main.tf. Okay. So obviously now let's will execute, but anyway I know error will come. What is the thing? Because everyone will do the same copy paste, and the name will be A3 is a unique naming, right? Anyway, let's will see errors. First of all, it is planning. What is the plan? To add 0 to change 0 to that's right. Because we wrote the two blacks. If you guys are observing in the file, this is resource AWS S3 bucket. This is the one black. This is two another black, two blacks. Now let's will go for execute. So anyway, execute time error will come as I said. Let's anyway once error came, we'll fix it. So most of the time error will come with the name of bucket naming. Obviously the error. See, please select a different name. Anyway, we know no error, na? That name generally no one will use it, right? So just I am giving it. Yes. Now it is executing our thing. S3 bucket B is creating. Yes, it's done. We added successfully. Now let's will check it is really created or not. How to check? S3. Sorry, S3. Okay, because long time class, no? Okay, S3. Yes, it's created the bucket. You can see January 28th, 6/28 is created. Okay. And we done in the USH2, you are done it. Any question? So like that you can able to try it. So you can try for any one of the service. Now we done already for VPC, EC2, S3, we have done it. VPC we done more things. VPC subnet routing table, everything we have done it. So you try to do for one of the service whichever you like it. Whatever it may be, choice is yours. For example, one person try for SNS, one person try for other, so you can try it. Everything is possible there, all but once you watch the code you can understand it easily, obviously. Like if you don't bias it, try to understand the code. If you are even like your biasing, it's not like it's a infinite. Try to understand the code so that you can able to do it for any service. You can able to manage it from the Terraform. You can able to manage, right? Any question, anyone? Anyone, any questions? Okay, sure. Next, if I'm coming to that, so